Assalamualaikum and a very good morning, everyone. I am Noliza and thank you for attending today's webinar, Panopto Video Management. In this webinar, we will discuss the preparation and handling of webcasts from Webex to Panopto. Panopto is a piece of courseware that provides an easy means for lecturers to capture videos from multiple cameras, presentations, and screens. The videos produced can be organized for ease of reference in eLearn at USM. The grading of video assignments will also be covered in this webinar. This morning, we have Dr. Nur Nadia from the School of Mathematical Sciences, USM. Thank you, Dr. Nadia, for accepting our invitation. Dr. Nadia, sihat ya? Apa kabar? Sudah masuk ya? Dr. Nadia?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, terima kasih Dr. Nadia ya. Okay, Dr. Nur Nadia completed her bachelor's degree at Michigan State University and obtained her master's and doctoral degrees from USM. Before joining USM, she worked at the Psychometrics Lab at Mimos Berhad. In several of the courses that she taught, video assignments were made as part of the assessments. So without further delay, please welcome Dr. Nur Nadia. Dipersilakan Dr. Nadia.
Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. I hope everybody is doing good. So I'll share my slides for today. So I'm going back and forth between my slides and eLearn. Okay, so I hope everybody has their eLearn open already. Okay, so let's get started. The title of today's presentation is Panopto Video Management. So that's my email. You can call me just Nadia. So I will share my just one semester practice in number one, preparing and handling webcasts from Webex to Panopto. Number two, organizing videos for ease of reference in eLearn. And number three, preparing and grading video assignments. So before I start, I have two confessions to make. Number one is that I share my last semester course with another lecturer. So actually, this is just 7 weeks of experience using Panopto. And the second confession is that this is my first time presenting to a bunch of lecturers. So I hope that everybody can lower their expectations a bit, okay? Okay, so we'll start with the first point, webcast. So this is the possible end results that I have from my last semester's course. So number one, I would create a Webex link in eLearn and post this in Telegram's pin message in Telegram and made that post a pin message. So this link, this is just one link. That link will be that one link will be for all the lectures and the tutorials. I have quite a bunch of students last semester, 371 students. So we have 3 lectures per week plus 9 tutorial classes per week. So all of them will just have to use that one link to go to the class. So that Webex link will be posted in eLearn, also in the Telegram, because WhatsApp group can only cater until 250 people, I think. So we have to move to Telegram. And then sometime before class, like 1 to 2 hours before class, I will post the link for Panopto Live. So the link will be different for each session. Okay, so I have to give them again and again every class day. Okay, so I would just post the link and maybe tell them a bit about what's happening during that class. And also, when the webcast is happening in eLearn, we have the Panopto live link at the right side of eLearn. So under the Panopto blog, so we have like a live session going on. So student can also click from here to watch the live of the class. Okay, so that's the one possible end results. So why do we want to do webcasting? So the first one is the advantage of doing webcasting is that it requires less network bandwidth than Webex, because we have so many students and some of them, they don't have good internet connection. So I got feedback from them to do webcasting instead of attending the class through Webex session. They would just watch the webcast. Okay, so that's number one. So of course, the webcast is suitable for students with limited internet connection. And the downside of using webcasts that the students, they can't interact directly with the speaker. And they also cannot participate in activities conducted in Webex. So if we are using webcasting, we have to think about that. Okay? When we want to create in-class activity, we have to maybe conduct the activity in the Telegram group to get response from those who are watching from the webcast. Okay, so let's go to the eLearn. I'll be sharing the slides after this, so don't worry about jotting down all the steps. So I'm going to last semester's class, so that's calculus. So how do we prepare a webcast? So please make sure that you have the Panopto blog here on the right side. This is automatically displayed to me. I'm not sure about everybody. Can you all see the Panopto blog here on the right side? Can I have some answers in the comment in the chat? Okay, awesome. So here, this is my crude way of going to Panopto. So Panopto down there, we have course setting. So I would just click the course setting and I will be directed to Panopto, but with the setting window open because we click the setting, so we have to close the setting. Another way of going to Panopto is by logging in Panopto, but then you have to find the folder, your class folder, because when you sign in from Panopto, it will be automatically placed in our folder, my folder here. So we have to browse and find our class folder. So this is, I think, the shortest way to do that. I'm gonna delete this testing part. So this in this folder, there are all the videos from last semester's class. So how do we create a webcast? Just go up here, create, yay, and then pretty straightforward. We have Webcaster. You click that, and then you can go ahead and name your session and everything. from my last semester, I would give the date of the lecture and the section, the things that I plan to discuss on that day. Okay, so create webcast, and then I'm just gonna name this as testing. And then the folder, of course, the folder should be in the class folder. If you want to do webcast from your own folder, if we select this, and after the webcast ends, the recording of our lectures will be automatically uploaded in this folder, in MAA 101 folder. If you choose your own folder, then the recording will be there. How do we go about afresh? Which one to click? How do we go to this Panopto folder? We go to our eLearn. On the right side of our eLearn, we have Panopto blog. We go down at the end of the Panopto blog. Below the links, you have course settings. So I just click there. Click course settings to go to the
Sorry, Dr. Nadia.
session. Yeah. Yes.
Saya rasa saya rasa mungkin Prof Razif minta ajar bagaimana nak add blog Panopto tu sendiri kot. Maksudnya from
so
scratch. Boleh
Prof
ke?
Razif tak ada Panopto lagi ya?
Oh, okay. Dia
Tak
kata dia balik. Okay. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you,
Nadia.
thank you. How do we go about afresh? Which one to click? Dr. Majid, can you please explain your question a bit? I'm not sure I understand the question.
I mean, how
Dr. Majid,
to go for Panopto?
Come again? How to?
How to get Panopto into e-learning?
How to get Panopto into e-learning? Okay, let me try that. If I can. Start sharing first. Share again. So you don't have the Panopto blog in your eLearn, Dr. Majid? Isn't it?
No.
Okay.
I don't have it.
You have to go, you turn editing on. Oh, sorry, here, add a block, I think. Add a block here. I'm not sure myself because the Panopto block's already there. Anybody can help Dr. Majid with that?
Yes, Dr. Majid. You turn editing on, then you add a block, and you find Panopto block to add.
You have to find the Panopto. If you have any problem, just come back to us, okay? Dr. Majid?
Sure. Thank you.
Welcome. We'll create a webcast, fill in the title, testing, and then the location of the recording. So I would just stick with the course and then description if you want to add that, and then just hit create. Okay, so the webcast will be created for us. And yep, if you want to share the link with your student, you can go to the share tab just below the overview tab and then copy a link. Copy that link and you can paste in the eLearn or in the WhatsApp group or Telegram group, whatever. So the webcast will be here. Okay, so that's number one. Usually I would just create the webcast And I would wait until like 1 to 2 hours before class, and I would come here and just click the share button here, and then copy the link and paste in the WhatsApp Telegram group. If you want to make the link available way before that, way before the classes, that's also fine. But when the student click the link, you just tell them that the session has not started yet. So that's number one, preparing the place. Number two, we want to link with the Webex. So we have to have the Webex session running. Okay, so you can start a meeting, go to your Webex and start a meeting to just create one Webex session. For me, I think I have scheduled a meeting with myself. So let me open that session. This is our actual class. Okay? Start meeting. So suppose that this is our live class in Webex. So don't share any content yet, because I find that when I start sharing the content, the option to stream Webex cannot be found. Okay, so we cast first. Go to the ellipsis. Ellipsis just beside the red button, the end meeting button. Click there. So here we have start live streaming. Click that. Wait, please. How do we cast into our Webex? So this is what I'm doing right now. So Prof. Razif, have your one Webex open? Another Webex option open, not the Webex that we are in. It has to be a new one. We have to be the host of the Webex. Yes, open a new one. You can go to your closing everything again.
I'm the Webex assistant. I can help you capture highlights and use voice commands. I can also create a transcript when you record your meeting or event.
So I have Webex installed in my machine. So because we are in a session, I think we can't start a meeting. I'm not sure. Oh, maybe because I'm sharing this, I'm not sure. Can't start a meeting, so we can kind of schedule a meeting with ourselves. Make it now, and then join the session. So here we are in the separate session. So hover to the ellipsis. Ellipsis is located beside the red button. The button that we click when we want to end the meeting, just beside that. And then click Start Live Meeting. Okay, so the default is doing Facebook Live. So that's the nice thing about Webex. That's not available in Microsoft Teams so far. As far as I know, we can't do direct live streaming from Microsoft Teams. We have to use another software. So we are casting, we are streaming to Panopto, so we have to click the other streaming services there. Okay, so this will be the details that we have to fill in from the place that we have created in Panopto folder in eLearn, in a Panopto window just now. Okay, so I'm putting them side by side. So this is the testing that I created just now, and this is the details for live streaming in Webex. Okay, like that. So you have to streaming service. Just have to type Panopto or Panopto Live, whatever. So just stick with Panopto, and then target stream link. You go back to the Panopto that we have entered from eLearn. Go to the session, testing session, in my case, and click settings. Okay. Down to manage. Yeah, manage. The second last tab, manage. Go to RTMP source. So we have these two, the server URL and the stream keys and types. So the first link should go here, the target stream link. This should be copied and pasted from the server URL. So I'll just highlight that, and then copy and go to the target stream link and hit paste. And then choose the second one, the stream keys and types. Same deal, copy, and then paste. So I don't usually change the resolution or anything. I just let them be the default setting, and then just click start streaming. So you will see in your Webex session, we have up here just beside the timer. So it tells you that this meeting is being streamed live to Panopto. Okay, so in this window, let's close this. Refresh if you want to refresh. You just want to see things are working. And then see, it's already running for 30 seconds. So right now, our students, when they click the link that we provided to them, the link to Panopto Live, they will see like this. Okay, so they can post a public comment, but we won't have time to check the comment in here because we are busy with the Webex and the Webex chat. But yep, they can post a comment here, and yep. Okay, so once you have everything set up and then test, usually I would test in my machine, and I would also click the link in my Telegram group and see on my phone whether the link is working. If everything is good, and I would ignore the Panopto part. I would just focus on the Webex session and go ahead and went ahead and share the screen or the slides, whatever that I want to do in a normal class. So during the class, I would be alert with the chat and the Telegram. Because if I have any question from those who are watching using Panopto, then they would post a question in the Telegram. So from 371 students in the last semester, usually around 50 plus students will watch through the Panopto Live. And they were quite happy with that because they said that the Panopto Live consumed less data. Well, naturally, right? Less data than the Webex. So I'm giving you some time to just finish everything. If you have any questions, please just unmute your microphone or type in the chat. Okay, silent is good. So how do we end the webcast, the live streaming? You can go back to the Webex session, go to the ellipsis, and then click stop live streaming. That's one way to do it. If you want to do that, yep, the session will still be available. You just want to stop the live streaming, and you can still talk to your students, but those who want to talk to you after class. But if you want to just stop the live streaming and end the meeting simultaneously, you can just click end meeting. So that action will automatically stop the live streaming as well as the Webex session. Just a second. Again. Okay, so back to our Panopto folder under our class. You refresh. Oh, I forgot to show the live thingy. Let me do it. Let me do it again real quick. Is it still there? Refresh the eLearn part. Oh yeah, it's still there. So here, if if our students they want to go to the Panopto live session from eLearn, they can just go to the Panopto blog, and the link will be under the live session here. Can watch live, click that link, so they will be directed to the same live session. How much videos can we upload? Is there a limitation? I don't know. I don't know the answer to the question, but so far I have so many videos and still not giving me any warning. Maybe people from CDE will know the limit of the storage in Panopto. It depends on the storage that we have in Panopto based on our subscription size. So I'll find the answer to that and well, give the answer maybe together with the slides, inshallah. Okay, so done. Webcast. Not so bad, huh? We just have to copy and paste the two links to make sure the links are placed in the correct place. the link, I'll copy it and paste in the correct place. Ada limit, tapi insyaAllah masih banyak lagi sekarang. Ya. It's good to know, right? The limit, say maybe 1 tera or more. Because if YouTube, you don't have limits. Right? So it is more convenient to use YouTube. But the thing with Panopto is that it saves some steps, because after that, recording will be available under the Panopto blog, under the completed recording here. So we don't have, we save some steps by conducting web sessions through Panopto. Okay, so I'm moving on to the next topic, that is organization of video. So this is just a sharing of what I practiced so far. So the possible end result is what we see in my eLearn. So all the links to recorded and uploaded videos will be available to the students as a list like this. So this is going to be 3 times 7 weeks of lectures. That's very easy for them to study, I think, to do revision. Okay, so source of videos can be from Webcast. So once we have stopped our webcast, Panopto will do some processing and the recording will be automatically available after the end of session. We can change the setting. I will show after this. We can also upload media to the folder. If we already have a video from past semesters, from the previous semesters, and we want to just reuse the video, we can just upload the video. Or we can also, if our class is on a public holiday and we want to record the class to kind of replace the class, then we can do Panopto Capture. This Panopto Capture has been covered by my friend, Dr. Lutfi, I think last year. So I have included the YouTube to the CDAE YouTube channel, where he discussed how to prepare and edit video in Panopto. So I'll just highlight bits and pieces on this. So let's go back to eLearn, go back to the Panopto folder. Okay, so our webcast is ready, the recording of 5 minutes. So sometimes we want to trim our video, the start and the end of our class. So we can go to edit here. So this is Panopto editor. So I would usually expand this. Oh, I forgot to turn on the microphone. So the nice thing about Panopto is that you can see the sound also, the sound file down here. But because I mute my section here, you can't see this. So we can trim. You just click the scissors icon here, and then just drag from the beginning to wherever that you want to trim out. Okay, and then if you think that in the middle here of your long class you have a 10-minute break and you want to cut that out, so you can click and drag until where you want to trim out, and then yeah, and then you can play and replay until you get things right. Okay, and then at the end, usually I'll just trim the start and the end. Go to the end and start from the end of the session until where I stopped the class. So once we are ready with the trimming, sometimes I check the normalized audio volume. No big difference. I'm not sure of the difference. But it's nice if the sound of our voices of the same strength. And then go up there. We have apply changes. The video up here. So click that, apply. So changes apply to video. Close the editor. Okay. And Panopto will apply all the changes, and it will take some time until the edited video is available again in Panopto. So the status here is processing. Student won't be able to see our recording until this is done. Usually for my 50-minute class, it will take like half an hour of publishing. So I'm showing you my other video with the sound. Okay, so this is my last lecture. I click edit. So this is easy because it's with the sound. Okay, the top part is the slides or the screen. The bottom part is the sound. So we can go to zoom in just below the preview. So I would just zoom until I can see the spaces between my sound. Okay, so you can see here that I trim out someplace in the start. So see here, we have no sound, still quiet, and I'm taking attendance and everything. I'm checking whether students can hear my voice, can see the screen and everything. Before the recording, we don't want this part. So I'll just trim out the first 12 minutes of the recording until we have the first wiggle here. That I would say Assalamu alaikum when I do my opening speech, then yep, until there. And use the arrow button, go to the end of the recording. Same thing. Usually students will ask questions and everything. I would trim out the silent part. And then if I think that the question is beneficial for the other when they see the recording, then I would leave the question and the answer part here. If the question is like personal questions, then I would just trim those out. And after I'm done, I just can click apply again here, and then Panopto will apply the edits. What's the term? Huh? Can't remember the term. Okay, so I'm closing this. So that's way to process our recording from Webcast. If we have a video, like some of these videos in my lecture, I just upload from previous semester's video. So we have that video already in our machine. You can just click create and upload media. Okay, so you can do that too. Upload media, and just find the video and drag and drop here to be uploaded in the folder. And another thing is that if, let's say, I have class on Fridays, but I need to do something on Friday, so I would record the lecture. I would pre-record the lecture. So I would do Panopto Capture. So click this, and we can either download the Panopto recorder or record using the browser. So this is what I said has been covered by Dr. Lutfi some time back. Okay, so at any time, if we want to rename or change the setting, we can go to that video and click settings. Then if you want to change the name, you can click edit and maybe testing version 2, save. Then you want to add some tags, which section we covered for this recording, you can do that. And then change the preview image if you want, and then the viewer link. And yeah, everything else is pretty straightforward. And then sessions becomes available. Usually I would just do with its folder immediately, meaning that if the recording is done, the publishing after we edit is done, it will be available immediately. But if you want to time the release of the video, you can also do that. Meaning that you have recorded the video on certain date and you want the video to be available on that particular, starting on that particular date, you can choose the second option here, starting from when, at what time. And you also have the option of deciding whether the recording will be there forever or it has a deadline. Okay, so that depends on your need. How do I transfer or share the video that is in my Panopto to other platform, apps, or program? How do you transfer? If you want to share the link, copy the link, so people can automatically view the video there. But if you want to have that video and then you want to upload the video in, say, YouTube, so you can go to this video. I think click the video and then there's an option to download up here. You can download the video. Download the video in your machine and upload again in the other platform. But if you just want to share the video, you can just share the link. Outsider can also view the video depending on our setting. So settings, in the main folder, up here, your icon, the folder settings, if you click there, you will be able to adjust some options. You have your overview down here, we share. So we can choose who we can share with the video. Okay, this is the case, the default setting. Then only the students of MAA 101 will be able to view the video. So whenever they click the link, they have to sign in. They have to sign in using their USMID, and then they can view the video. So if you want to add external, you have to add, say, external email here. So this is my Yahoo email. So set it as a viewer, and then enter. Okay. Maybe you have to change here first. Change only specific people and groups. Anyone public. So I have done before. I shared just to one outside email, and I'm able to do that. Not sure why I can't do this, but you can also change the setting here to public unlisted. So whoever has this link can view your session. What is the embed function under the who can access this folder option? Embed, oh here. This is to embed the video in a website or in eLearn. I think this is HTML, is it? iframe. So you can copy the embed code here. Then if you have a website or the open learning, and there's an option to embed this code. So usually we have the same symbol. Copy this code and paste there. And the player, the Panopto player, will just appear there in the website, just like this. So the student, anybody, they just can play and watch there in the website or in open learning. I think that's it. That's the use of embed function. Go back to the setting. Sorry, share. Okay, you can also share with your Facebook and everything. I have not used this before. So I have not even shared the link. I just shared, I think, one link to one video to outsider, and all the other videos will just be available to my students. Welcome. Go to settings. Okay, so this is important too. Depending on your generosity. Okay, so I'm not that generous, so I will not allow my student to download the video. So I would just download enable to just me, just the admins, the videographers and creator. So that's us and everybody else on top of us. Okay, if you want the students to be able to download your video, then you can authenticate authenticated users with access. Yeah. So the students can download your videos. So whenever they see the video, they don't have to have internet connection because the videos have already been downloaded in the machine. Can we share with student copyrighted videos or make acknowledgement / reference? I'm not an expert in copyright issues. I don't know. So I would just play safe and I won't allow them to download our video. We can just view our video. Smart chapters, I don't mess around with this. If you want to try this, yep, go ahead. And then availability of the video again, you can change as you like. Order, not so much about that, and manage if you want to delete the folder. So that's that. That's about organizing videos. Okay, so students won't be directed to here. They would just see the link to the recording in eLearn, and whenever they want to see the video, they just click the link. They would be directed to the video, okay, not the folder here, the video. Okay, so this, I think I use Panopto recording. I don't do webcast. So the nice thing about using Panopto to record your lecture is that the students can choose which slides they want to see the explanation. Say they want to see the explanation about example 6.6.1. You can just click here and here comes my explanation. Okay, even if we record using Panopto, we have all the contents listed out here pretty nicely. There's this. That's all for organizing our videos for ease of reference in eLearn. Any question? So before using Panopto, I would add one OneDrive folder. I handle part 2 of this course. So I would do a page of the content of what I'm going to discuss, and then I will add one link to my OneDrive folder where all the videos are there, the recordings are there. The students can download the videos and do whatever they like with it. So this, I would just link to my OneDrive folder to the slides and the exercises. Slides and exercises. So this is the Webex. I'm going to make it bigger. This is the Webex link. I will just create one link, one Webex link to be used throughout the semester for lectures and tutorials, and with meeting number and the passwords. And sometimes I would also include the QR code to the link here. So the Webex link will be in the eLearn, will be in the Telegram pin message. The Panopto Live link will be updated 1 to 2 hours before class. Done with organizing videos. Moving on to, do you need break? Do you need a 5-minute break? So we'll have a break for 8 minutes. We'll start again at 11 a.m. inshallah.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Nadia. We'll start again at 11.
Righty, welcome back to the workshop, to the webinar. So I did a quick search for the using the internet of the Panopto plans. I think USM paid for the Panopto Enterprise. So that would be unlimited storage and unlimited streaming. Not sure about that, but I'm not sure either whether how to check from our account. But since we are an organization with 100+ users, so most probably is this. Okay, going back to the slides. Video assignments. There are two types of posting an assignment. One is via student submission, and two is via assignment folder. So I'll just cover both of them and give their properties, and you can choose whichever that suits your needs. Okay, we start with the student submission because this is what I use. So the possible end results, we can grade the assignments directly. We go to the assignment link, click that. We can go to the work of student, we can watch the video, and then if we prepare the rubric, we can just give the marks automatically here, and eLearn will capture the marks and put in the grades. Okay, so that's the nice thing about a student submission. So let's see how to do that. Number one, go back to your eLearn and then turn editing on. So say that we want to add a video assignment under this page, under this section. Add an activity or resource, same deal, like creating a normal assignment. So normal assignment is here. We have Panopto student submission somewhere in the list. Okay, click that. And everything else, I think, is pretty self-explanatory. You can just give the name of the assignment, description. If you wanna include the instruction and the rubric or anything, you can do here. Then same thing, same deal with posting a normal assignment. Allow submission from, the deadline, prevent late submission, allow resubmitting. So usually here I would do yes. Sometimes the students, when they have submitted the video and they watch their video, they see that they want to improve some more. So they can go back and edit the video and resubmit again. So I like to put as yes here. And then alerts, I'm gonna a big no, because that would flood my email. And then the grade, again, depend on your design. Last time I did point, and the maximum grade is, I think, 15 for my assignment 2. And then the grading method, if you just want to watch the video and grade right away, you can do that. But I use Rubric. I'll just choose the Rubric. And if you have defined some categories in the grade books, and you can choose the category. But yep, I just put here uncategorized and leave this blank. Common module setting. If you want the submission to be in group mode, students have to work in groups, then you can choose the grouping and everything. Okay, so I have defined a grouping for tutorial. If you want the submission based on the tutorial grouping, do that too. If you want them to choose their grouping, you have to add one option for them to choose their group first, and then include those groups in a grouping and then choose the grouping here. Okay, so I think this is not new for us. Because my assignment 2 last time was measuring psychomotor, that should be assessed individually. So for me, I have to watch all 371 videos with my tutors, of course. Okay, and then restrict access. If you don't like some students, if you want to block them from submitting, just kidding. If anything, you want to add some restrictions here. If you have some students who just sit in your course and you don't want him or her to submit, because that will add to your time marking the assignment. So you can add a restriction here. And then, whatever you want to do here. If you want them to indicate the completion or anything, any tags, and if you want to connect that with some competencies, can do that, and then save and display. Okay, so the other steps are just like preparing a normal assignment. So since I chose to mark the assignment using Rubric, I have to define the rubric. You can either choose from a template or from scratch. I've never used a template. Yep, no template. So we can define the grading from scratch and fill in the rubric as usual. So give the rubric a name, rubric for assignment 3. Some details, and then add the criterion and the marks, and then save. Okay, so I don't want to cover this. I assume that you know already how to define the rubric. You can just adjust here, click somewhere here, and then just add the criterion, say clarity, and give the explanation of the marks and the associated marks with that condition. And you can add the criterion, and you can add the level here, add the rows, add the columns as usual. And so, okay, so same thing, and then okay, let me something there, just to make that available in my section. Just one line, so clarity, that moderate, good. 012, that's it. Save rubric and make it ready. Okay, and then choose the options that matches your need, and done. Go back to the main page. So you have assignment 3 ready for students. So click that. So in our end, you will see number of submissions and then the option to grade the video. Show you my assignment 2. Assignment 2. Here. Click assignment 2. Okay, so 339 submissions. I have the instruction as a link to my PDF file. And then can just grade the submission. Okay, so we have here a list of students with their submission. So under this column grade, have the option to grade. But since I've graded, you can just click update. So for each student, I will be able to view their video and then right away choose the mark, and then submit. I can here. So submit, and then eLearn will automatically calculate the total mark and give some feedback to them. Student view, I was not able to see the student view, so I have to Google to see the Panopto support. So I just share this link to this link for the student view, because they need some instruction how to upload the video. I'm not sure how we can see from here, student view. I was not able to view the student view from here to change our role to student. If anybody can do that, please share with us the chat. Go back to the Panopto support document and see how to submit a Panopto video assignment in Moodle. So I just share this link with my student. They would see that, okay, in the assignment, if they click the assignment, they have the button here, add Panopto submission. Click that, and we have a window where they can choose existing video in their machine, or choose existing video that they have uploaded in Panopto, in their Panopto, or they can upload their video, meaning that if they prepare the video using their phone and then edit using their editing software, they can upload the video, or they can record right away here from Panopto. They choose record, and they can either capture the recording using the browser, or they can download the app in their machine, record and then edit everything, and then later on they can submit, insert the submission. Sometimes the downside of Panopto submissions is that, go back to grade, sometimes I have one student here that I can't find his video. Okay, so I have to contact him and then ask for the link. They, like for this guy, he was not able to submit through eLearn, so he emailed me the video. So I have his video in my machine. I'll just watch and I grade here. Some cases, they already submitted using the Panopto student submission, but the video is not there. Their video were not there. I have to contact them and ask them to share me the link. So from the link, I can see that they have submitted using the right channel before the deadline and everything. But somehow, I think there's some bugs in the student submission, Panopto in Moodle. Maybe less than 10 students out of 371 students. Not so bad. Okay, I have to just deal with 10 cases. Other than that, the marking, the marks were automatically updated in the grids, which is really nice, which helps us a lot, save time. Okay, so where would this the recording, where would this go? Go back to our Panopto folder, scroll up. Here we have an assignment 2 folder. This is an assignment folder. Click there. Assignment folder will be the second way of preparing an assignment, a video assignment. So the one from student submission, eLearn will automatically create a subfolder under the assignment folder. Subfolder is called student submission. All the videos of the students should be here when they submit using the assignment submission, the student submission option. So take a look at here. I have 525 videos because I allow the students to resubmit. So lots of videos here. So when I couldn't find their submission, usually I would go to the student submission and then change the results per page to 250, to the biggest number, and then hit Control F, and then type their name, Muhammad. So if I'm lucky, I can find their video here. Just that their video is not placed in the grading of assignment, but the video is here, so I can watch and then grade in the assignment. But sometimes the student, they just see like this, they just put their name as they like. So I have to personally contact them. So this is 525, so I have to go three pages to search for that one video. Okay, so the default setting of the student submission folder is that all students can see each other's submissions. So you can also do peer review if you want in the assessment. So the default setting is everybody can see everybody's video. If you want to change that, in the student submission folder, setting up here, click there, and then yeah, you go to share, and then remove the student submissions viewer here. Okay, so delete this. So at start, when students, when they have not submitted yet, you only have 3 types of access. Number 1 is creator. Number 2 is also creator, meaning that the students can see their video. This is us. This is the students who submitted the video. And this, the third option, is for the other students. Can they see each other's video? If you don't want that, then we have to remove this. So whenever one student make a submission, they would also be added here in the list of people who can view the other submissions. So depend on you whether you want to let them see other videos or not. For assignment 2, in my case, all of them get different questions. I asked them to adjust the equation according to their matrix number. So they would have different equations. And then I just want to see how they use Microsoft Excel and graphing calculator to solve their problem. So I allowed them to see everybody else's video. Okay, so one problem is that video might not be available in the grading. Second problem, go back to assignment 2. We don't have the option to export the rubric, the graded rubric for each student. Can't export here. Usually for the normal assignment, we can export the marks. Because if you take a look at my rubric, I include 2 CLOs in the assignment, CLO 3 and CLO 2. So when we were preparing for the CO attainment, we have to extract the marks according to the CLO, right? So that was a pain. I have to go back and take a look at the rubric one by one, the grade, to extract the marks. So please be careful of that. If using the normal assignment, we can extract the marks. But there's no option to extract the marks here. We can just extract the marks as a whole from the grades, so not from the assignment. That was depressing. If you want to extract the marks, you can just go to grades. Grades. And then single view. And then select assignment 2, in my case. oh, sorry, no, export, sorry, export here. And we can just uncheck everything except for assignment 2. So MATLAB will give you depending on which file type you choose. So usually I use Excel spreadsheet. So MATLAB will only give us the total mark. So yes, that's the downside of using student submission. Question? So usually I'll just set up my gradebook, not using category. I'll just dump all the assessment here. Assignment 1, test 1, assignment 2, test 2. And then just adjust the weights, 25% each. And then the student will see their score. Choose one. They can see, sorry, user report. And choose one. They can see the mark of assignment 2, 10. That's B plus for that assignment. And then the total coursework is B plus. If not, we have to grade one by one and then manually kick in the marks. So if there's no question, then moving on to the last topic, that is video assignments, assignment folder. Another way of giving video assignment. Possible end results. You have the Panopto folder. So this is the student submission. Depending on our setting, if student click here, they can either see only the video of themselves or each other's videos, okay? Depending on our setting. Assignment folder is out here. See how we can take a look at our assignment folder. I have renamed my assignment folder to be assignment 2. Assignment 2, right here. So how do we know that this is an assignment folder? I will go to my course this semester. Okay, yeah, here, Panopto. We go to course settings. This is the folder of my course for this semester. Nothing yet. But here, this is the default naming of the assignment folder. The course, the codes, and at the end of the name, there's a label there, assignments. If you want to make sure, you can just go to settings. Under the assignment folder, under the overview tab, assignment folder, so there's your assignment folder name. So what is an assignment folder? Here, this is the description. Assignment folder is a special subfolder that allows users that can view this folder to create and submit sessions privately. Okay? As a creator for this folder, you can see and control all content submitted to the assignment folder. If the students they reach this folder, we can give them the link. We can add this link to the eLearn. They click, if they have the access, they can view all our videos here. But they don't have the option to create the video or anything. They can just view the list and watch the videos. in the assignment folder, the people who can view the folder, the course folder can create a video under the assignment folder. Okay, when they click the assignment folder, they can create everything. They can submit their video here. You can see I have some 248 videos here. So what happened is that when I was designing for assignment 2, there's no option for the student submission, Panopto student submission yet. So my original instruction is for them to use assignment folder to submit their video. And then up until I think 50 submissions, then I noticed that I have to go one by one, watch one by one video, and then I have to find their name in the grid to fill in the grid. So that was a big problem for us. So we have asked CDAE to insert the plugin for the student submission. Maybe like 1 to 2 weeks after that, the student submissions plugin is available for use. Then I ask the students to resubmit their videos again in the student submission to make my life easier. That's why there are some videos also here. Okay, so and go to the setting of the assignment folder. The default setting is the students cannot see each other's session. So that's the default setting. If you want to allow them to see each other's video, then you can check the option. Sometimes we want the students to make submission first, and then we see the video and we tell them, okay, make these changes, right? The calculations are wrong. Correct them first, and then we check again, okay, the calculations are correct, and we allow everybody else to see the correct version of that. That can happen too. Okay, just that the default setting is everybody, this is a private session. Again, we can also change the download options. Who can download the video and everything else. Okay, so for this type of submission, you have to copy the link to the assignment folder and give the link to the student. Either add the link to the eLearn, the assignment 2 page. Maybe you create a normal assignment from eLearn. You just create a normal assignment and give the link to submit the video. Maybe because if you want to extract the rubric in detail, can't use the Panopto folder, can't use the Panopto student submission. You have to post the assignment as a normal assignment and give the link for the student to submit their video. Going back to my this class. So that's assignment folder. So how do we change the name of assignment folder? Go back to here, settings, click the gear icon, and then assignment folder here. Click your view tab. Try real quick. I forgot already how I changed the name of the folder. maybe we have to go inside the assignment folder. Let's take a look at that. Settings. Oh, here, okay. So we have to go inside the assignment folder, and then in the overview tab, have the name, then click edit, and then you want to simplify the name of the folder and just give it to the name of your assessment, say assignment 1, and then click save. Okay, so that will be, the name will be changed. Just drag assignment, assign, save, up, yep, easy to refer to. Whenever you want to organize your videos, you can also add another folder. Add another folder and say chapter 1, and then move the video, some videos to this folder. Can do that too, but the link will not appear here. Will not appear here. So I like it to be to save some clicks from the students, right? They have to click one place and then go to another place, click again and click again. So I to save the hassle. So that's why I just list down all the lectures in the main folders. The student view for assignment folder. Okay, once we have given the link to the assignment folder, copy the link and then paste it in the eLearn assignment activity or in the instruction assignment. When the student click the link, the view will be the same as us in the assignment folder after they have logged in, excluding all the videos, okay, if they haven't uploaded any video. So they can just create, they have all the options here. So they can create the video from scratch or upload the video. Not sure whether they can see the webcast yet. Not sure about that. So the key points is for assignment folder is that the marks will not automatically be available in grades. We have to manually, if we have to do something else if we want to use the grades in eLearn. And then the default setting is that students cannot view each other's submission. If you want them to view all the videos, then you can change in the setting. That's it for assignment folder. Okay, so let's go back to my objective. I hope everybody can prepare and handle the webcast from Webex to Panopto. If you want to use Microsoft Teams, you have to use OBS to do the webcasting for you. And then I hope that you can organize the videos in the Panopto folder to make our students' life easier, and hopefully they would revise more. And then number 3, I hope that everybody can prepare and grade the video assignments, either by using the Panopto student submission or using the assignment folder. Any question? that's the end of my presentation. Can you please show us again on how to place the rubric in grading page? Sure, let's do that. Let's go back to here. So add an activity or resource, and then Panopto student submission, like that. Name the assignment, all the details, assignment 4, all the details, and go to grade here. Grade. So the type of grading is, for me, usually it's point, and then the maximum grade according to your design. Grading method. Okay, so rubric. Marking guide is also good, simpler than rubric, but I want to use rubric, and then save and display down here. Define new grading from scratch. That. Give the rubric a name. Rubric for assignment 4. Some descriptions if you want. And then for these options, I let you to read and uncheck or check whichever you want. Pretty straightforward. Okay, so here, the rubric part here. So we have to, let me show you my assignment 2 first. For me, I like to design somewhere else the rubric. So in here, I can just insert the information and the marks. 2 years. 2. So this is my assignment 2. See, I asked them to use their metric number to replace the A, B, C, D, and E. So this is my rubric. I have this ready. So I just need to transfer the information from here to the one in eLearn. Criteria number 1 is justification of procedure. So just add here. The first one is criteria 1. Criterion 1. Okay, and the points. Whatever details. Some explanations of the characteristics that you want to see under the criterion ones, together with the points. Okay. Add as you like, like I did before. So here, this is pretty flexible because take a look at here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 columns with first criterion, and I have 3 columns for the second criterion. Not a problem at all. Okay, eLearn can handle that. Just define the rubric, bad, good, a bad, medium, good. And then the points, yeah, this is pretty tricky. When you click at the points, and it's going to be empty here. Not sure why. So you have to click the point, and then you have to delete, backspace, delete everything. You want to delete the 0 points there if you want it to be 1. And then you click, you enter 1, and then enter. Then it will be changed to 1. Say here, want to do 2 marks here. And I click in the box and then hit delete and backspace a few times, and then enter the marks that you want to give 2. Enter. You have 2 points here. Okay. So again, some bugs here. You can't see the number, the marking. Okay, so this is for criteria number 1. You want to add criteria number 2. Criteria 2. Again, whatever you want. That medium, excellent, and then you want to have another. Sorry, this is good. This is good. This is excellent. So we have 4 columns of marks. Excellent. All the points, if you want to adjust the points, just do the same. So the first criterion will be 3 marks, 3 columns. The second criterion will be 4 columns. Okay, and then save rubric and make it ready. When you hit grade, so no submission yet, right? Students will not be able to submit. They don't submit yet, but if you click grade here, you can watch the video and then give them the marks. Click whatever applies and then save changes and give some feedback. Nice. And then if you want, save changes. And yeah, that will be ready for that student. It will be 9/15. For the video assignment, in your opinion, which method is easier for student? The first one, the student submission, is easier because they don't have to go to the link. They just have to go to the assignment to activity and work from there. I learned that the hard way also. I thought that the assignment folder is available for them here. So I gave the assignment for 1 week. The students kept quiet. And then at last I noticed that they can't access the assignment folder until we give them the link. They can't access it from here like us. So we have to give the link, or they have to go to, say, they click one of the videos that they want to watch, click the video, and then they have to click USM Apex up here at the corner, the top right corner, click there, and then browse, and then find a course. Everything is closed for them, right? And then they have to go to the users and then find the eLearn, and then browse down and find the course. And then they can see the place here and go to the assignment folder. You're welcome. Any more questions?
We still have about 15 minutes more. If any of the participants have questions, I'm sure Dr. Nadia will be happy to help. Any more questions from anyone?
If there's no question, then that's the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention. Happy fasting for those who are listening. And I apologize if anything, for my mistakes, for the information. The information is not clear or anything. And I hope you can apply Panopto webcasting, video assignment, and organizing videos in the upcoming semester. Thank you very much.
Okay, then we have come to the end of this session. Thank you very much, Dr. Nadia, for conducting this webinar. An excellent step-by-step sharing by you. We appreciate it very much. Pastinya dapat dimanfaatkan oleh peserta yang hadir pagi ini. So ladies and gentlemen, do not forget to complete the feedback form. You can find the link in the chat box. Thank you very much for attending the session. Thank you for your questions. We hope to see you again in our future webinars. Kepada semua yang beragama Islam, CDAE mengucapkan Ramadan Karim. Stay safe everyone. Thank you and we will see you soon insyaAllah. Thank you very much. Thank you Dr. Nadia ya.
Sama-sama. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.